How's it going, guys? It's me, Ivan Lewis's Unicorn 2008 here, and welcome back to another tutorial. Today, in this tutorial, I'm going to show you how you can install Windows 10 version 15.07 in VirtualBox. I made a tutorial video with the VMware Workstation 17 about 2 months ago, but it's now time for an updated take. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy, and hope you guys do. So, let's get started. First, if you haven't done it already, go ahead and do so. We have the platform packages. We have the Windows hosts, Mac OS, the Apple Silicon hosts, Linux, Sources, and of course Source 11. But since we already have them already installed, we can now go ahead and now open up VirtualBox. I already installed VirtualBox, so I won't be going over it for this tutorial. You'll also need this Windows 10 15.07 ISO, which I'm going to put it in right here for some access. So as you can see, it's on Internet Archive. You need to provide it with it. So on the screen, go on the bottom, click on Show All, then click on the Windows 10 15.07 to download it. Now it will start downloading and it will take about a few minutes. I noticed that it will take about a few minutes or two, so stay tuned for a little bit and I'll catch you once it's done. Oh, yeah. Anyways, moving on. So the next thing we have to do is we need to create a VirtualBox machine, which I will also gonna share the file or the picture with you. So once on your screen, if you load up VirtualBox, you'll be prompted with this welcome screen. On here, click on New. As you can see, it's gonna tell you everything. So I'm going to name this Windows 10 2015. And on here, click on the button. Then choose Windows 10 15.07 and click on it. Make sure you click Skip Unattended Installation, and this will bypass this. Under Hardware, this is where we allocate our hardware. For me, I have a few things to cover with, so I'm going to allocate between 4096 as an example. My processor allocates about 4, so I recommend you allocate for 4 gigabytes or leaving it 2 gigabytes for this example. For me, I'll allocate over half of it, so there's a need to point out. On our hard disk, we have the lists. As you can see, we have the Windows XP, the Windows 10 2015 one. This is where we allocate it. So I'll leave this as this default, and we'll leave it as a B. When you satisfy that, click on Finish. Then, once you're done, you'll be satisfied. Now, once you're done, go at the top and click on Settings. Under Settings tab, make sure that we are at least that. You can enable 3D acceleration if you want. However, I experienced that the 3D acceleration will have a lot of glitchy issues, but however, sometimes your 3D acceleration might have a kind of bit of issues. So I recommend you keep it turned off. This is where your audio will be compliant with. I'm going to leave it as the defaults, as we're keeping it audio. And we'll leave it as the Intel HD audio. This is where our adapter will be. Leave it as this NAT, and leave it be. Serial ports, USB, make sure we're cleared. And we're done. Click on OK to exit out of here. We can now click Start at the top of the screen to launch our VM. Your VM is going to load up into a new window, and it's going to load into the Windows 10 setup. Once it's on this screen, you will see the date right there, the copyright date of 2015. So click on Next, then Install Now. As you can see, it's going to ask me to enter my product key. So in this case, I choose skip. And this will bypass this. Next, please accept the license terms and conditions and hit next again. Under which type of installation do you want? Choose custom. Choose the drive disk we created earlier. And when satisfied, I click next. And it's now going to install the VirtualBox machine, which is Windows 10 1507. I've noticed that the getting files ready for installation will take about a few minutes, and it will get the resolution ongoing. So I'm going to fast forward to the end result. Anyways, once it reaches the press any key to boot from CD or DVD, don't press anything. And saying getting devices ready, and you see the thing if you missed it while I was gone. And rest through is the when it reaches to here, you'll see this screen right there when it comes back saying press any key to boot from a CD or DVD. Don't press anything, let the screen pass. Otherwise, we're going to be taken into a boot loop. Anyways, back to where we are. And oh, it's asking me for this one. It's time to enter your product key. Look for the box, the Windows TV came in, brought Windows or certificate of authority sticker. Anyway, I'm going to say do this later. Get going fast. Send errors, send Microsoft. Just these things. You can change these at any time. I'll use Express settings, and it's going to restart. You'll be asked to press any key to boot from a CD or DVD. Do not press anything and let the screen pass. Otherwise, we're going to be put in a boot loop. You'll be asked to say who owns this PC. Choose I own it and select next. You'll be asked to create your account. You can choose anything. Either you can do it online or you can skip the step. In that case, I'll choose this account for this example. You'll be prompted when you to select a PIN. If you log into a Microsoft account, you'll be prompted to ask for a PIN number. In that case, I'll set up accordingly. You will see your screen, you'll see the Meet Cortana. Your Cortana is your sidekick, and then you'll see this screen saying, "Hi, I'm Cortana." Choose Use Cortana, and click on it. Once you're done, you'll be prompted with this screen, and it will get started. Now, as you can tell, this screen will look different, except with a few of these things. I'll catch up to you once it's settled in, and as you can see, it won't take any longer and set up the apps. So no worries, no need to point out the point. Now once you're done, you will see this screen like this. It will say, do you want to allow your PC to be discovered by other PCs and devices on this network? We recommend you allowing this on your home and work networks, but not public ones. Choose yes. And as you can see, we finally finished it. So that is it. As you can see, it says my Outlook accounts are out of date, and it's going to say that the update is currently installed with Microsoft OneDrive, which is currently updated to business. Next, we need to install VirtualBox Kiss Editions. This will allow to add some drivers to our VM, enable full screen mode, enhance performance, and provide additional functionality. To install guest editions, hover at the toolbar and click on Devices, then choose Insert Guest Editions CD Image. Then open up File Explorer and VirtualBox, then choose this PC. Under this PC, click on VirtualBox Guest Editions. Hold on a second, hang in there, hold on tight. Back to the tutorial. As I was saying, open up the File Explorer, go to this PC. I apologize in the background what you heard. That was just her, because I hear her in the background, just in case you don't need it. Click on VirtualBox Guest Editions. Then on here, click on the VBox Windows Guest Edition CD. Hit yes when prompted to, and it's gonna load up like this. You'll see the VirtualBox Guest Edition 7.1.6 setup. Choose Next on your screen. Hit Next again. Then Install. VirtualBox Guest Edition 7.16 will now install to your VM. I've noticed that the VM will flicker during this. And as you can see, that was quick. It's much successor to the one in Windows 8.1. Once it's satisfied that, you'll be prompted to reboot your VM. Choose Reboot Now and click Finish. During the restart, you'll be prompted with this Windows 10 screen. If you have a Microsoft account logged in, just go ahead and do so with this one. And it's going to load us back into our desktop. However, I think this might encounter issues at one point. However, this machine will encounter problems with it. So in that case, I would go ahead and full screen my VirtualBox VM. To do this, click on the view at the top of the screen and choose full screen mode. If prompted, click switch and then take the resolution of your monitor. To exit out full screen mode, hover to view and select full screen mode. Alternatively, you can use the right control key and the F button to exit out of the full screen. We can now eject the VirtualBox Guest Editions from our VM. The proper way to do this is what we recommend is we need to eject the VirtualBox with Guest Editions from our VM. Open up File Explorer on your VirtualBox VM. Click on this PC. Right-click on the VirtualBox Guest Editions, and then choose Eject. Now, before I end the video, I just want to talk about browsing the internet on Windows 10 version 15.07. If I open up Microsoft Edge, you'll see this screen. As you can see, it's going to ask me to say, to install browsing PC history, you might need to install updates to your Windows PC and restart it, which of course is Microsoft Edge, which is an update. However, if I go to a website like YouTube.com, as you can see, it doesn't say any of the web page. As you can see, it says that the page is having a problem loading, and this is because the version of Microsoft Edge is so old and cannot load any modern web pages. So we need to install a modern web browser. So the one I recommend is Google Chrome. I'm going to put the screen where you can download Google Chrome on this one, but it can load up Google, of course, because it loads up Google perfectly. But other screens, which will display an error, which in my case, in that point, it will have trouble. So, anyways, it might encounter issues at the point, so we recommend installing a modern web browser. So the one I recommend is Google Chrome. I'm going to put that in if you need it, which I'm going to put in this screen, which is Google Chrome Index, and HTML, and I'm gonna put that in shown on the screen, and I'm gonna put that in case I need to. I believe it's from 2025, which is the one for Windows 11 and Windows 10, which is the version I'm running with, which is the Windows 11 and 10. So what we have to do is we need to make sure that we're ensuring that I believe it's Windows 10 version 1507 is kind of so old and can't remember what web pages. Let me just reset that. Hit reset. But I do recommend what you need is the version of this point. So I recommend you install the version of Google Chrome, which I'm going to put in the screen right here. So I'm going to download this latest version here by clicking on Devices, drag and drop, and Host a Guest. So I recommend installing the latest version of Google Chrome for Windows 10 and 11. I recommend you do this by installing it and putting it on your host machine, downloading from the host machine and transferring it here. I believe it's that Windows 10 1507 might be old to install any modern web pages. You'll get this thing here. I can sign it. I'll just sign in. I'll just use my thing right here because I already have my own, so I'm going to do it right now. You can see I'm logged into this one. Click submit, and if you like, press set as default, and you'll get your screen with your browser open. And let's go in here, click Google Chrome, and you should be set as your browser. So that was pretty much it. Yeah, yes indeed. So that was everything I was thought. So that's it. It's kind of nice. So just before I end this video, use Windows 10 1507 at your own risk. Windows 10 version 1507 has not received any security updates in a number of years, so you'll be vulnerable when using the operating system. So do not sign into important accounts with your email or Google account. You should be just fine. With that being said, thanks for watching. I hope you guys did, and thank you so much for all you do. And if you like, I'll be leaving out with this CMD, which of course is command prompt, which is kind of nice, and this will work as well. With that being said, thanks for watching, and we'll see you in another one. We'll meet you again later in the date. We'll see you next time for more.